So as usual, I have to give you a bit of a backstory before I get to the point. So yeah, this isn't the point. I just came across this other Ethan Chapin, a 25-year-old who lives in Pullman, as it goes. But when I came across Ethan, Olivia Gonzalez, she came up on, and like, you know, at the bottom of LinkedIn, there's always a list of other people. You might, if you want to read this, you might want to read this. Or if you want to look at this person, might want to look at these people. So, yeah, and Olivia popped up and I thought it was rude not to have a look. And then I saw that in her activity, there was a conversation with this guy, Jared, got something in my mouth as usual. Jared Bradley, the DNA guy. I help investigators solve crime using the MVAC. Did I mention that? Using the MVAC wet vacuum forensic DNA machine. I wondered if they'd used MVAC because, for a start, it'd be hard to swab to get in crevices of this of the snap. So I was wondering if they might have used that rather than using like tape and cotton swab kind of thing, because you can suck more up and get more out. So he's an Idaho boy, born and raised. His parents went to University of Idaho, and so did many of his relatives. And he says, no one wants to see this quadruple murder solved more than I do. If it would help, I would drive an MVAC system. Now, this says 9 months ago, and it's been edited. And I often find that anything that says 9 months ago is before Brian Koberger was arrested, even though, it's kind of, is it over 9 months ago, would we say now? No, I suppose not quite. In that context, so let me just read that bit again. If it would help, I would drive an MVAC system, forensic DNA collection, up to Moscow today and offer it for free. In that context, I am watching in one of the media appearances of one of the victims' father is doing. It's bizarre. So much so, he makes himself a suspect. Does he mean he makes himself look like a suspect? Or he puts himself in the firing line, I guess. Why? Because he is giving out details that no one other than the investigators and the killer himself should know. If he's not the killer, which I pray he isn't, then he is jeopardizing his daughter's case and prosecution. I am positive he is completely unaware of that possibility and is likely in such a deep level of grief that he is just not thinking clearly enough to know when to keep intimate details of the case to himself. If an investigator shared with him these details without helping him understand them, shame on him or her. The families of the other 3 victims have rights too, and one of those should be that their son or daughter's case isn't compromised. What do you think? Where does the family's rights to speak about their loved one conflict with the investigation. So this is literally like a post on LinkedIn. I didn't even know you could do that. I've never seen one of these before. So I will show you the responses. So Olivia responded, "Hello. Even though you think it's okay to publicly attack and accuse my grieving father, I'm interested in one helpful bit you did offer. Have you reached out to Moscow PD to offer your assistance with the MVAC system? Can I help to connect you to someone directly? Contrary to what you may feel about us, we want this murder solved even more than you and appreciate help anywhere we can get it. Let me know. My messages are open if you'd care to reach out." And it's not possible to load. There were 8 replies, but I can only load Jared Bradley's reply. "I help investigators solve crime using..." It's obviously not... oh no, hold on. No, that's not his response. That's his... that's his spiel page. Well, he must have been responding to somebody there. I do not know who. I mean, maybe Paige, but... yeah, so here's Jared Bradley. "I help investigators solve crime using the MVAC wet vacuum forensic DNA collection system. Forensic DNA collection expert, host of All Things Crime video podcasts, small business owner, international follow only." And he's got 12,000 plus followers, no less. Yeah, so... here we go. Here we go. Don't know why I went. There was a different way to go in, and I went in the wrong way. Wouldn't you know it? So, "Olivia, I have reached out to the MPD and offered to help. If they call us, I will be on my way with the system the same day. I don't know if it can help or not, but the offer is there. I'm sorry you feel like I was attacking you or your family. That was not my intent." So, there's no mention of Brian Koberger at this point. And if they'd already talked about DNA on the knife sheath, would he be offering the MVAC? He might be. He might be offering to suck up some more DNA. "Olivia, I've also edited my comments." I didn't think it sounded particularly offensive, but obviously you're going to be very sensitive following the tragic and horrific death of your sister. "They were more insensitive than what I intended. Very sorry for your loss." Oh God, it's a terrible cliche platitude, but it's hard, isn't it? It is hard. I never know what to say, because words are just not enough, are they? There's nothing that you can say. Rain Willow says, "I think you have the exact type of father every girl wishes to have. He's determined and strong-willed. He's protected and intelligent. I'm sure you and your sister felt lifted and proud to have a father like you have. I also just want to say your mum is so beautiful. God, her face just makes my heart warm. You and your sister look so much like her. Believe whatever negative comments come, they are overpowered in multiples by the people around the globe who feel so much empathy and love. You are being prayed for daily, as well as the families of Xana, Ethan, and cute as a button Maddie. Rain Willow. Oh, more Rain Willow. I don't think Steve ever looked like a suspect. I think he looked like Clint Eastwood. And I was feeling, I get more of a, a little bit of, what's his name? Burt Reynolds. Well, it's when he's got the facial hair. And I was feeling like at any moment he was going to be out in the field doing police work his own way. And God bless anybody who thought they would stop him. Seriously, how anybody kept him home and off scene probably deserves a medal or 10. Rich K, my condolences to you and your family, Olivia. I messaged you on FB. Paige. So she's responding to the DNA guy who said, I'm very sorry for your loss. And Paige replied, this is why he says Paige. No, you're not. It's all about your business. It's about money. And Jared, I'm going to assume those 3 emojis look a bit hurt or wounded or shocked. I don't know. You don't even know her. You're first naming her. So check out this video just to prove that it is all about money. He throws an advert in there. It's not all about money, but look at this. You can borrow the new... I don't think it says you can borrow. I think their adverts might be a bit more professional than mine would be. Okay, moving swiftly on. I agree that it's bizarre. The media and leftist loonies, which includes elected and appointed officials, this is James Sheehan, wouldn't you know, have done a great job of delegitimising the police, which makes you wonder if this is not a factor in this parent's behaviour. He's been egged on, is what he's saying. Jared Bradley, this whole thing is absolutely tragic as well as bizarre. James Sheehan agrees. Annette Levine. Oh no, I probably shouldn't be giving everybody's name. Should I? It's on LinkedIn. They've got their names publicly. Should I be giving it? This case is too explosive to go cold in my mind. We were in Canada. We here in Canada want to know what the heck happened to. Find the offender ASAP. Jared, I can't get this name right. Jared Bradley. Not sure why you don't trust the investigators. To all those I've spoken to, their investigation was spot on. What I'm most interested in here is that this MVAC guy has reached out to Olivia, and it's possible that it was his MVAC that was used on the knife sheath, but maybe not, because hold on, that one's 9 months ago, Annette Levine, and this is only 2 months ago, Jared Bradley. So I mean, how, besides it just saying 9 months, is there a way I can see the actual date of this post? And actually, if somebody knows how to find it, just put the date in the comments. I'd be curious to know. But Olivia says 8 months ago. How can you find out when that... Is there a way? Is there a way to find out when a comment was written precisely? Not that I can see. Yeah, so anyway, I thought that was interesting. Whether they used this guy's MVAC in the end, I don't know. But it does sound like this is before Koberger was arrested, because there's no mention of it. Surely there would be. And there's no mention, you know, it doesn't mention that any DNA was found at this point. And I don't think, did they not, I wasn't following at the beginning, so I don't know. Did they not announce the DNA until, well, basically, was it just on the PCA when he was arrested that people learnt about the DNA, or was it learnt about before then? If we look at this, that might give us an idea. Oh, this was December the 4th this was published, so I would imagine it was near that date. Yeah. Anyway, interesting to know if they did use Jared Bradley, the DNA guy, to extract the DNA from the knife sheath.